Welcome to another episode of the pole. Welcome. Welcome to another episode of the pole dance channel with Polka. Here we go. So today I got to meet with Anastasia Skukhtorova, and I actually had the luxury to meet her twice because the first time the internet connection was super unstable. So she offered herself to do it again, actually, which is super kind. And I really got to know how kind she actually is and how inspirational she is. So I really enjoyed our conversation, and I hope you do too. Let's see what happens. Thank you very much for doing this again with me. I appreciate it so much because I was really worried. Like my editing skills are super bad still, like super amateur. So I was like, I have no clue how to fix this. So this is really nice.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm having a little coffee because I didn't have breakfast yet, so it's like a little.
Oh, nice. Okay, so the rearranging for everything.
Because it's behind my hand, and it's like
Is that your own candle?
Oh yeah. So we call her Kim because she reminds me like a Kim Kardashian, in the shape. Because Kim, she's like this. So yeah, so I call her Kim.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love the golden thingies on it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm trying.
So I would like to run over some questions again, and well, let's just see what happens today, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so well, let's start at the beginning. So your pole journey started in 2009, and then you won your first competition, and we all got to know you as like a super flexible. But how did you get into pole? Like, how did it start?
I think I always wanted to be a dancer. I think from the early age, I had something in me that I really wanted to move. I really wanted to dance, to feel feminine. And in my university, I think it was in the end of the first year of my university, I felt very unhappy because of my classmates and the way just the energy was inside the class. So I had to really drag myself in the university. I didn't like to go there, but I had to, because we need to study. So I was doing it and felt so unhappy, and I wanted to find something where I could be special, where I could do something different that nobody does, and to become more feminine, because I think I really lacked that femininity at that time. I was more like a tomboy, and I wanted to become more feminine, more sexy. And I thought about pole dancing, and I went to school, and I fell in love immediately with the first class. It was just so much fun, and was so hard. But I liked the challenge, and I liked that it was a fun challenge. It's not like, for me, for example, weights is very boring, when you need to lift the weights up. But here you do always different stuff, always different moves, different transitions, and it just it was so much fun. So I fell in love with my first class, and till now doing it for like 12 years, I think.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you were very unhappy when going to the university because you said like the energy in the class was bad. Like, what happened there?
I think I might be wrong, but I think from my opinion is because I always how to say I always like before, not now, but before, I liked to really learn about like football and a lot of like really man areas, like there's not man area, but like the way a man should be really good. And I remember that I was so good that I think they were intimidated by me. Like when we were talking, I think I knew more than them in certain areas, and I think they just didn't like me for this.
Okay.
And so it was like really was a very weird, very weird situation. That's why again I wanted to become more feminine, because I tried. I was tired of being like too smart for all the guys, so I just wanted to become more feminine, to get more attention, I think.
Okay, that's really funny actually, because I find it really hard to imagine you as being the tomboy as you describe actually.
Yeah, I was.
But like you were very unhappy in class and then you went to pole. And how did pole help you escape this?
I became very happy. I think the first thing that I met new people, and they were all very nice. Everyone was super nice in the pole dancing school. Everyone was very different. Like, you know, it could be like a dentist, you know, a lawyer, or like some really different people. And everyone was so interesting to talk with them, and they were very understanding and very
Mm-hmm.
supportive too, was very nice. And yeah, just like I think just dancing and becoming more confident, because I think I don't know if everyone, but I think at that time most of the people, when you go to pole class, you start like, you know, in a t-shirt and in the long pants, because you
Mm-hmm.
don't feel confident with your body, you don't like yourself, and you're not confident. And so then slowly, you know, the shorts become shorter and shorter and shorter, and the toes become smaller,
Yes.
because you become really confident, and then you really love yourself, and then you don't care what people think, and you just dance, and yeah, and you love yourself. So I think that's what pole made for me. It made me very happy. I met a lot of amazing people, like a lot of my very good friends, very close friends. They are from pole dancing community.
Mm-hmm.
I met my boyfriend through pole dancing too, and yeah, like I got amazing job, because before I didn't even know that you can, you know, travel the world and teach people. So
Yeah.
I got a job. So just life like before pole and after is totally different lives,
I
totally
can
different.
imagine. I can totally imagine. Yeah, and you say that you even met your boyfriend through pole. Like, how did that happen?
So I was judging a competition in Denmark, in Copenhagen, and I was doing a showcase and workshops. And my boyfriend Martin, he has a company. It's called Team Geo. They're doing parkour, and so
Mm-hmm.
one of his guys who works for Martin, he was competing in this competition. And so Martin, he came to watch and to support his teammate. Yeah, and he saw my performance. I think
And he
he
fell in
said,
love.
I don't know, like
Ah.
I think I think he liked, and I think he didn't see performance like this on the pole before. Like he saw, you know, doing tricks, but he didn't
Mhm.
see the story. That when you dance on the pole, you bring the story and you touch people. That, you know, some people even cry when they watch performances. So I think he was maybe shocked. He didn't know that you can do like this.
Mhm.
And so he came to me. We talked for like 10-15 minutes, and then he left, and then we didn't talk with each other for 1 year. And then he wrote me after 1 year. He wrote me on Facebook, and we started talking again.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's so cute. And how long have you been together now?
Mm, I think in July it's gonna be 6 years.
Yay. Oh, congratulations. That's so cute. That's really nice. And he is actually really sporty then as well, right? So do you work out together or something?
Well, not so much actually. I think we tried a couple of times, but and I mean it is fun. But I think because I don't really like workout separate from the pole. I like to dance
Okay.
on the pole, and I feel like for me it's enough. Like I don't want to do, you know, like more. Martin, yeah, he likes to run, and he like exercise with the weights, and I don't like running, and I don't like exercising with weights. So like we go for a walk sometimes, for example, together, but like training together like this, not really, no, actually.
Or he should just come over to the pole side.
Maybe.
All right. So back to your journey. So you started pole, and we all got to know you as super flexible. You were doing like the rainbow Machenkos at the time, which was really unknown back then. And then you shifted actually a little bit more towards shapes, and I feel like storytelling. You told us a little bit already, and now even you're doing exotic. So can you like take us with you to the journey and tell us like how did this happen?
Like when I started pole dancing 12 years ago, we started in heels, because at that time nobody actually was doing pole dancing without heels. And yeah, so I started yeah, like this dancing, and then I think after maybe 2 or 3 months, I saw the video of Felix came, and it was like written pole dance, and like she was doing amazing tricks, crazy flexible, you know, very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, I want to be like her. I want to, and I probably, it's not achievable, but I will still try because I really want to, like, to be like her because she was amazing. And I started training like crazy, like all the tricks. And I forgot really about heels and decided that I want to do pole dancing without heels and want to, go more into like a really sport area. And then I think I had some goals, and after I achieved them, I understood that I started pole because I wanted to become more sexy and more beautiful, yes, and more feminine. So, and the tricks, they actually brought me really far away from this like femininity, because I felt like I became really strong.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want really to be so strong. I wanted to be again
Soft.
more,
Yeah.
more soft, yeah. That's why, and I understood also that the tricks at the beginning was very cool and fun, but then after some time, I understood they don't bring happiness anymore. The tricks, they,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you do them, but you don't feel happy. Like you do rainbow marchenka, but you don't feel anything. You do like eagle or what, or very crazy tricks, and the only thing actually that you feel pain, because it is really painful. You need to do really
Mm-hmm.
long warm up to be able to do all the tricks. And I was like, that's not why I started pole dancing. I didn't start to have crazy pain and to do crazy tricks. I started to be sexy. I wanted to be confident. So that's why I decided to put the heels back on again and start dancing again in heels. And it's incredibly hard. Something
Yeah.
like exotic, just like old school. Um, it's so hard. It's so hard, but I really like it, and it makes me again more and more confident. And I like to look at myself when I wear heels. I like the long legs. I like the transitions, and
Mm-hmm.
it just really, I think, helps a lot. Like mentally, I think it helps so much.
Yeah, so after 12 years actually, and you talked about how you started and then you saw Felix gain. And are there other people, or like maybe one person that kept inspiring you from the start?
Like the ones who I remember very well, it's Felix Kane,
Mm-hmm.
Janine Butterfly, definitely. Like I loved her strength, her lines, and her drops. Like she was the woman that inspired me to do the first drops, and I was so scared. But then I thought, if she can do it, I can do it. And then I went and I started
Ah.
dropping. And before I was so scared, like I was crying. Like for example, I had a coach and he tried to force me to do the drop, and I was crying. Like no, I'm not gonna do it. I can't because mentally I was so scared. And then when I started watching her, I was like, we're not different. If she can do it, I can do it too. And then I went, and the same day I just did the drops. So it was like I learned so much that it's all in the head, that it's all
Yeah.
man type thing.
Yeah.
So her, then one of my friends, Dima Shine, he's from the circus. He's like um, he's I think like gold medal champion so many places, every in acrobatics, and he performed in Cirque du Soleil for like so many years. He's incredible. He's one of the best I think artists in the world, and he was a very big inspiration too, because he came from a very little small town in Russia, and he became incredible. Like in circus everyone knows him, and he was a very big inspiration too, that like everything is possible. You can really work hard to achieve your dreams. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was
Oh, really? Is that
was
still like from the roots, from your tomboy period, that you're like, oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger? Or
so he actually, I never really, I mean, I saw movies with him, but I didn't really him. Like I never read his books. But then I started doing pole dancing. I got a coach, and he loved Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was like really inspired by him, so he gave me his book, a very very old one. I don't remember what year, but like it was like really ages ago. And I read this book, and what inspired me and him. It's because also he said, a lot of people, they find excuses why they can't achieve something. They say like, oh, it's because of my genes. I can't be like, big and strong, for like Olympic
Mhm.
competitions. Or I can't do this because I'm not flexible. I can do this. So this excuses. So he like taught me in his book that if you want something, you go and you get it. For example, I remember a story that the gyms were closed, but what
Mhm.
he doing? He was breaking into the gym. He was breaking the window, going into the gym and training in the gym all night because he needed to become really big for his competitions. So, and that's what really inspired me to, like, if you really want something, you go for it.
And that's how you started breaking into pole studios when they were closed, right? That's... I hear some confessions over here.
No, of course I didn't do like this. Of course I didn't. But I like this idea that that if you want something, you get it. You go, and you do it, and you achieve your goal, and you don't say, oh yeah, I can do it because blah 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 or blah blah blah. No, you shut up and you do it.
You shut up and just go ahead and do it. Exactly. So, but let's move on a little bit. So I really wanted to end with a little game. So what I wanted to do is, since you told me you like to PlayStation, and I really love that you told me that. In my mind, you're like this really like introvert, like sweet person, and then after in the PlayStation game, you're like maybe like shooting people or something like that. And you told me like Lara Croft is one of your favorite games, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yes. So I was wondering, like, can you do a Lara Croft impersonation? Have you ever, like, maybe for Halloween or something, like dressed up like Lara Croft?
Well, I never tried actually before, but I think it would be fun. I think maybe actually also one of the reasons I started pole dancing, maybe it was because of Lara Croft, because I loved that idea of the woman, being strong, able to climb, jump, and very fit and sexy, yeah. And because I was playing Lara Croft, before pole dancing, it was like many years ago, and still now. So I think that was actually also one of the reasons maybe I started pole, because I wanted to be this like strong and independent. Cool.
Yes, yes, I can imagine. I used to watch the Powerpuff Girls. They were my inspiration to get powerful. The Powerpuff Girls. Do you know them? The Powerpuff Girls?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll send you afterwards a picture of the Powerpuff Girls. It's like a really funny cartoon. It's like really stupid, but like Lara Croft is super cool and mine is super stupid. But
Sure.
Okay, so I have for you, I'm going to share my screen in a little while, and I have a few fragments for you of the game Lara Croft, and I wanted to try to do a voiceover with you, and you can be Lara Croft and I'll be the other person. Yes? How does that sound?
Well, I've never tried it before, so
So I'm going to share screen. Yep. Share sound as well. Up.
Come out wherever you are.
Heck, this ambushing ain't what it used to be.
Not when you're involved, no.
Practice makes perfect, I'm reckoning.
Whatever.
So this is a short one. Okay.
Yeah, nice. It's from the really old game, yeah, like really old.
It's from the time when you probably started playing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you're starting.
Okay.
Ready? And 3, 2, 1, go.
Come out, wherever you are.
Heck, this ambush ain't what it used to be.
Not when you're involved, no.
Practice makes perfect, I'm reckoning.
Whatever.
Yes, you did it really well. Okay, I'm going to insert an applause here. Applause. Woo! Really well. Okay, so the other one is a little bit more challenging. So I need you to channel your inner Lara Croft for me, like the spicy one, okay? So.
All these years I blamed myself, and it was you! You killed her!
Killed her? She's not dead!
She went where I was supposed to go, where you could have gone. Makes sense right this second, or I swear I'll execute you where you stand. I told you to pull out the sword. I told you. Where is my mother? Avalon! It's not a myth. Don't you get it? You'll never understand. I'm wasting my breath. From this moment, your every breath is a gift from me.
Okay.
Okay, let's try.
Now don't get nervous. Okay, so you start again.
Mhm.
I'm counting down. 3, 2, 1.
All these years I blamed myself and it was you. You killed her.
Killed her? She's not dead. She's where I was supposed to go, where you could have gone.
Makes sense, right? This second. Oh, I swear I will execute you where you stand.
Told you to pull out the sword. I told you.
Where is my mother?
It's not a myth. Don't you get it? You'll never understand. I'm wasting my breath here.
From this moment, your every breath is a gift from me.
Dramatic ending. So good.
This one actually so hard. It was actually very hard.
Yes, I can imagine, especially when you've seen it the first time, but you did really well.
Amazing. You were amazing. You really so well. So well.
I was feeling the character. I was like,
So I was actually super surprised to hear that she was a tomboy as well. Weren't you? If there are any other pole dancers that you would like me to interview, if there are any questions that you like in particular, let me know. And if you like what I'm doing, subscribe and see you next time. Bye!